Let me show you some of the first things that we can do on the Realme GT 8 Pro. So once you are done with the initial configuration, the first thing that you can do is, for example, you can check notifications, because most likely you will find this type of notification: finish setting up your device. So this is something that you can do. If you tap over here, then if you press start, you will find a bunch of different options that you can also find during the initial configuration of the phone. So this is pretty much like a second chance in order to do something that you may have skipped during the initial configuration. So if you like it, then of course feel free to go through that, but it is not really necessary to do so. Besides that, you can find a similar option. Most likely you can find it if you go to the settings. Sometimes you can find it over here at the top, but as you can see, not every time. Sometimes you have some tips regarding the phone. So once you do that, what you can do next is you can go to the app drawer, and over here in the upper right corner we can go to the app drawer settings, where we can find, for example, suggested apps, or for example adding new apps to the home screen, or you can even display keyboard when entering the app drawer. Now in this case these options are deactivated, which is something that is, I guess, convenient, but in your case, for example, if you can see suggested apps for some reason, then you can turn it off over there if you go into these app drawer settings. After that, we're gonna go ahead and open settings, and this time we're gonna open a system and update. And if you go to system navigation, you can choose the type of navigation that you want to use. So if you prefer to use buttons or gestures, then you can decide in here. And in the case of buttons, you can also choose whichever layout you want to use. You can decide if you want to have the back button on the right side or the left side. After that, the next thing that you can do is, of course, sign into your Google account or Google accounts if you have more than one. We can go to users and accounts over here, and if you tap on add account, then you should be able to choose Google, and then of course you can sign into all your Google accounts that you want to use on your phone. And it is of course recommended to use at least one Google account, because it provides some features that I think are quite crucial to use on this phone. Such as, for example, the Play Store, of course, or even the theft protection. Now, besides that, we can also go to the screen lock settings. So over here, let's go to the security and privacy, and then we have the device unlock option. And in here, if you go to the screen lock, then of course you can create the password for your phone. You can choose the numeric, the alphanumeric, and the pattern password. If you tap any of them and of course press continue, then you should be able to set up the password that you want to use on your phone. You can also tap over here, use a different password type in order to choose one of these available options. And of course, besides that, we have biometrics such as the face and fingerprint unlock that you can set up once you have the screen lock password. Besides that, as you can see in here, we have the theft protection, which is something that is also recommended setting up. You can go through these options one by one and decide which ones you want to use. For example, we have the identity check, we have the remote lock, find hub or find my device, and also the theft detection lock, offline device lock, and even the SIM lock. So some of them might be quite crucial to use on this phone. Now, once that is done, once you set these things up, you can of course check if you have any update. So if we go to system and update and tap on software update, then your phone will check if there is something new that you can install. In my case, there is actually, so I can tap on the download and install. And of course, once the download is ready, you want to install the update, and there is a possibility that your phone will need to reboot itself once the installation is done in order to apply all necessary changes. So let me actually wait for that download to be done. And if it takes some time for your phone to download this stuff or install it, the update of course, then in the meantime you can just continue setting up your phone. Of course, app updates are also quite important. So if you open the Play Store, let me actually skip through that and let me set it up. Then once you have the main page of the Play Store, we can tap on our Google account here in the upper right corner, and we can go to manage apps and device. And over here, as you can see, we have the list of all apps that we can update. I'm just gonna tap on update all in here to get it done, so you can make sure that you are running the latest versions of all your apps that you have on your phone. Now, another thing that is worth mentioning is of course the automatic screen brightness. So if we go to display and the brightness in settings, and over here we can toggle automatic brightness. So if you are bothered by the auto brightness, then of course you can turn it off over here, and you can also adjust the brightness of the screen in this place. Another thing that is quite annoying for some people, I believe, is the wallpaper carousel. So if we go to home screen, lock screen, and style, and then scroll down in here, and then go to lock screen settings, then we should be able to find wallpaper carousel. Now, in my case, it is deactivated. So if it is in your case, and you don't like changing lock screen wallpapers, then you don't want to activate it. But let's say that it is already on. In this case, you can just disable this option in here. So we have show wallpaper carousel on lock screen. We can turn it off and then confirm by using not now. And then the lock screen will have just one wallpaper of your choice. I can also disable the background content update with the usage of mobile data. I don't want mobile data to be used for that. Next, we can go to battery settings. So find battery in here and let's open it. And in here, if you scroll down, we can find, for example, charging settings. So you might want to turn on smart rapid charging if you want to use it. Of course, if you want to increase the charging speed a little bit, we have some wireless charging options in here as well. So if you want to use a wireless charger for your Realme GT 8 Pro, then of course you can check these settings in here. But also, I believe we have the power saving settings that you might want to check out as well. Now, after that, another thing that we can do is we can go to notifications and quick settings. And if we open, let me actually scroll down, there we go. If we go here to app notifications, we should be able to see different notifications from different apps. And at first they are sorted by recent, but we can also sort it alphabetically if we select all. And in this case, there are some apps that you might want to turn off notifications for, such as the download manager over here. Actually, we cannot turn it off, so maybe not. But let's scroll down in here and we can find, for example, the phone manager, which might have enabled notifications, so you might want to turn it off. There is also the theme store that you can turn off in case you are bothered with these notifications. And also the app market, which seems to be not in here. If we tap on manage all, maybe we will be able to find it, but no. But in case you can see the app market in here, then you can turn it off as well, if of course you are bothered with some unnecessary notifications. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I believe these are all the essentials that we can do on Realme GT 8 Pro. So once you are done with the initial configuration and once you do these first things, then now of course you can go through the rest of the settings, like for example the home screen, lock screen, and style, where you can change the theme of your phone over here. You can change the wallpaper, adjust some stuff, find always on display, and so on and so forth. And also of course you should start installing your apps that you want to use on your phone. So that is pretty much it. Also, if you're looking for more guides for Realme GT 8 Pro, then be sure to check out my channel.